Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing how to organize this pile of toys into a simple and easy system that even our little ones can keep up. Please keep on watching. My goal for today is to organize my son's toy box storage. These fabric boxes from IKEA mostly holds my son's toys. The main problem I have with this system is that my son just dumps all his toys in here, so when it comes to finding the toy he likes, it always results in a messy situation. So then I started to think of ways to minimize the clutter inside the boxes. But it should be affordable and easy, but most importantly, a system that my son can maintain on his own. I will show you what I have come up with. We will just need some clear tape, printed labels, and some envelopes. Now it's time to organize. Let's get started! The first step I did was to gather all the toys together. It's best to collect and assess all the toys in the beginning so that we can plan ahead on how to arrange them later. As you can see, I have started doing this idea before with IKEA Ziploc bags, but I realized that it is not durable for long-term use. And also, it's difficult for kids to close them up properly. This is when I looked for a better option and came upon these envelopes from Daiso. They cost around $2 here in our location. They are of good quality and comes in different sizes. I've picked up an assortment of sizes for this project and I will show you the reason why later. The next step I did is to categorize the toys and putting them in groups. It can be by type like cars or Lego, or by its brand, or where you bought them from. The first box I organized was mostly small toys from different brands and stores piled all together. It was helpful for me that I was familiar with my son's toys, as it made it a lot quicker for me to sort them out in their corresponding group, especially those ones that consist of parts to assemble. Having this basic knowledge prevented me from putting them in the wrong group or worse, throw them away. After a while, I decided to put the sorted toys in its own envelope to save time and keep them separated from other groups right away. I also wrote down the group names while sorting them so that I can have a list by the end of the cleaning. I used the A4 size envelopes for smaller toys and the B4 ones for the larger sizes and toys that have bigger quantities. Using the smallest envelope to store small items such as cards, tiny parts, and Nerf bullets helped in organizing them inside the larger envelopes. Sorting the toys out took most of my time. Going through all the toys one by one and deciding which group it goes took a good minute to do. A tip that I can share is to do one storage box at a time. Just in case you get lazy in the middle of your cleaning, It will be easier to put away a box rather than a truckload of toys on the floor. But still, some toys, I still ended up needing help from my son. Like this Transformers robot, which is better to store in its vehicle mode. So, I let my son put it back again in its original state. I tried doing it on my own, but it's best to leave it to the experts. For these puzzle blocks, since it is bulky and will take up space, I used the existing container I also bought from Daiso to neatly store them inside the boxes. For the Nerf guns, I use the L-type zipper envelope as it allows me to easily put them inside due to its large opening. Don't forget the bullets, put them in a smaller envelope to be more organized. After 5 boxes of toys, this is so far what I have accomplished. For the Power Ranger robots, we decided to display them instead. I let my son in charge in assembling them, and we displayed them nicely in one corner of our house. We included as well the bulky Kingdom Builders castle on the display. The next step I did was to make picture labels. I once watched Home Edit in Netflix and I saw they organize things by colors. As kids are more likely to recognize visual patterns, I used the toy brand logos or pictures as the labels in each envelope. With the list I made earlier, I went to Google to search for the brand logos and photos. Then, I pasted them inside a table in a Word document so that it will be easier to cut later as the lines of the table will be your guide. Once done, print and cut them out. I then put the labels on the envelopes. I use this wide clear tape to stick the labels just because it is cheap, and second, it also acts as a laminate. Also, it will be easier to remove or change in the future. Finally, I put the envelope toys in the boxes. I can also put them back in the TV rack on their own, but for me, visually, inside the boxes is better. These boxes are from IKEA. Turns out it's perfect to fit A4 envelopes horizontally and B4 ones vertically. Since the envelopes are very flexible, you can easily fit more toys in each box. Here is the final look of the envelope toy system. Just an update. It has been 2 months since we used this system, and I am happy to say that my son is keeping up with it. All toys are still in their own envelopes, and if he played with his toys and scattered them, it will be just as easy as reminding him to put them back in their own envelopes. Who would have thought that a simple envelope can be so helpful to mothers like us? It might not be the prettiest system out there, but what's important is that it works. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. This has been Staple Hobby. Hopefully this helps make your everyday staple chores feel more like a hobby. Paalam!